All right, boom. We are live. Welcome back to Do News. I am your host, the King of Do, and we're doing a live stream right now. And we're going to kind of let some people mosey on in here. And today we're going to go over some hot news, some interesting opportunities that have come up, and maybe some ways to make some free moolah with your cryptos this week. So if you're interested in some free moolahs, some free cryptos, make sure you stay tuned. Go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment below while we go through the intro right now. All right, and welcome back. And got some people moseying on in here. Takes a little while for you guys to get those pings on your phones, and everyone kind of starts trickling in here. And we got our first one right there. Oh, the race, it was a close race. We got Aaron and Mike, but they're all here. We got everyone here. And we're going to go ahead and kick this off. Again, we're going to be trying to keep these real focused and short, get you guys the news you're looking for, give you the information that you so desire. That's what I'm here to do. And we got the Harvard boys in the house. How you guys doing? Man, do you guys have a website or something you guys want to share? If you guys haven't joined the Telegram yet, make sure you do. That was the best decision I think I've made all year. Not very far into the year, but maybe even better than all my decisions last year. I had some really good decisions last year, guys. And mostly because of this channel and you guys giving me a lot of good information. Down below, you'll see a link to our Telegram. This channel never stops. It won't stop, can't stop on the King of Do News channel on Telegram, where we are sharing information and learning more than you could ever imagine. So if you guys like this channel, if you like the type of information we cover, make sure you check that out. All right. So we're going to head on over here and take a look at the crypto markets right now. And this is pretty much up to date about 5 minutes ago. And Bitcoin's doing very nicely, guys. There was a strong resistance point sitting around 94 to 9,200. We bounced off it twice in the last 48 hours, and we bounced off of it extremely hard. And that's a really good sign. As long as we're continuing to maintain that, we can expect some consolidation of Bitcoin. With a consolidation, we then can prepare for a very big move. Now, those moves can be up or down, but based on the overall trend lines, all signs are pointing to a more bullish market. Now, these trends tend to happen. I even was reading today about one gentleman who's quite smart in the finance industry has noticed the trend of 85 days for the markets to kind of change and shift directions. So we're right in the middle of that right now. Still quite a ways out before we kind of shift and change those gears around. But I tell you what, guys, this space is unlike anything else. So you just kind of hang in there and let it ride. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dennis Turk. Is that... I have never received a donation before. Thank you very much. At least not in Super Chat like this. This is fascinating. I have not checked out the ICX wallet, but it will be the first thing I do when this is done, Dennis. I will make sure I do that for you. Dennis Turk in the house. Thank you, sir. What a good friend to have. Appreciate you being here. And if you haven't made it over to the Telegram yet, again, come on over there. Don't stop. Don't stop with just listening. Make sure you come and you actually contribute, ask questions. Even in this video, leave comments below. Let's go ahead and make sure we're hitting the like button, getting everybody in here while we're going through this before we hit the news. So I'll kind of wrap it up. Neo on a tear, guys. This is completely expected. If you've been watching my channel, I've been loving Neo since it was Ant Shares, since it was sub $2. And if you've been on that ride, congratulations. It's been a good one, and we continue to ride it up. Guys, this is clearly going to be the Ethereum of the East, I would say. Is like what I like to call it. We've got the Ethereum really appealing to the Western world. Neo is doing all the things right to attract the governments and setting up their system to be able to handle things like ICOs in those countries legally so that they can actually garner that government support. Governments want control, and I understand there's going to be a little hesitation with that, these decentralized concepts are challenging for people that truly believe in a decentralized world. It's challenging when you see these decentralized concepts get in bed with the government. But, Ethereum's already kind of done that as well. Neo has done that. I'm not quite sure there truly is a pure version of that. I believe that's what EOS is trying to do. If you look at the leaders of EOS and the team of EOS, you'll know that they are definitely looking to create a very decentralized platform. So definitely something to keep in mind with these. Now, public support brings in public businesses, brings in big money. Something to keep in mind. And sorry, I don't know where this cough is coming from. I apologize. But just keep that in mind. One thing I wanted to go over in the news today in regards to that was Stellar today had a nice little announcement in regards to that they're working with integrating the Lightning Network. And so that's really exciting. That technology is getting picked up and adopted quite quickly. They have also announced that they're trying to create their own decentralized exchange. So the exchange race is on big time, right, guys? We've got big players in the decentralized exchange. Right now, my favorite two are Crypto Bridge and IDEX. If you're on Ether Delta or Fork Delta, you're living in last year. That's how fast this space moves. You need to move on to faster, better technology. And IDEX and Crypto Bridge definitely offer that for you. Completely decentralized exchanges. Basically, IDEX, you can get almost every ECR20 token that you're after. Crypto Bridge is fascinating. It's kind of built off the BitShares platform and essentially lets you go ahead and throw on some Bitcoin in there and through smart contracts essentially pick up what you want to pick up. And it's really fascinating and it's decentralized. So that's really, really cool. But now we have Stellar making their official announcement today. They're going to call it SDEX. And this is fascinating, right? Because you've got, a lot of you may not know, but you've got Ripple we're familiar with, but you got Stellar going after the same type of market. And a lot of people may not be big fans of either one because, of course, they're working with the banks. But honestly, if I had to put my money on one actually winning, it's Stellar. And two, I just think that overall the way that they've actually built out the network and the foundation for everything they're trying to accomplish, I think they're just ripe for success. A lot better than Ripple is. I feel like Ripple definitely has some holes in it. And I know a lot of people are in love with Ripple, and I'm not here to bash it anyway. I think there actually is space for both to succeed. And I actually would like to see a day in a future where maybe, no matter what, we will not stop the concept of private blockchains. The technology is too powerful. It's too good. I expect to see, partnerships in the future. It'd be fascinating to see if we can, get some of these starting to come together someday. I'd like to see this community not have so much tension and battling, right? You see a lot of battling over with Bcash, Bitcoin Cash, and things like that versus Bitcoin. And, there always seems to be a battle and some drama going on when really, save the drama for your mama. Let's come together and work together to build a better future. That's what it's about. We have a long ways to go, and there's enough space and opportunity for everyone with this technology. So pretty cool. So decentralized exchanges, if you haven't used one yet, make sure you go check out those two in particular. If you're not comfortable with that, I recommend Binance. Down below, you can get a link to get started on that if you've never used an exchange. A great way to pick up some other coins. Now, wanted to jump over to this. This is exciting, guys. If you guys remember Proof of Weak Hands coin, that was the most exciting and fun experiment so far this year, where somebody created a Ponzi scheme and a contract, and it was highly successful. A lot of people made a ton of money, and now it's back. But this time, it's being built by multiple developers. The last one ended up getting, I wouldn't say hacked. Basically, there was a bug in the system that basically drained all the ether by creating like transactions that sucked gas out of it at alarming rates, and it basically just sucked all the money away. And I don't really think anyone won anything or gained anything. There was no gaining. It wasn't like a hack to like take money out of it. It just got wasted away. And I guess the miners have it all now, right? So anyhow, that bug is gone. out of this one for sure. They're taking it quite seriously. Also, in this version here, you can go and actually check this out at POWHcoin.com. And if you have MetaMask, you can install MetaMask onto your Chrome browser. If you don't know what that is a wallet. You send your Ethereum to that wallet, and thus you can now interact with decentralized applications. Here you are viewing a decentralized application on my screen. If I wanted to purchase here, I can go ahead and type in that I want to buy 1 Ethereum worth. That's going to net me 407 of these wonderful tokens. Now, these tokens are great because this time around, you can actually trade them. I could actually gift you my tokens, and you can gift them to me, and they actually have the value that is stated here, and then you can trade them in, etc., to get your Ethereum back out of the contract. Same exact concept. It's transparently a huge Ponzi scheme, but by the nature of the space that we're in, people will spend millions of dollars on crypto kitties. People will absolutely play in the Ponzi scheme more out of the joy. It is fun. I encourage you to actually do it. I know that's crazy. I'm telling you to throw your money away, but get $10, $20, throw it in here of Ethereum, and watch it. Interact with a decentralized application if you haven't before. Install the MetaMask, try it out, see what it's like, live and breathe what it really means to essentially, work with the decentralized application. It's really exciting. So there you go. That's news for you guys. There's only 263 Ether in there. That's really not that many compared to the last time this went down. So it's early in the game. You can get in here nice and early. There's a lot of people hesitant, obviously, after the last time. Risk reward, right? I've already seen some people saying they're going to get in later if, nothing's wrong with the code. They want more people to check out the code. But, you throw 20 bucks in there. Don't be surprised if you make 100 bucks off of it. That is essentially what happened last time. If you got in the first 24 hours, people were making tons of money. I hope that everyone got it out. I hope those people that made a lot of money got it out before everything hit the fan. All right, so that's one crazy way to make some free money today. We talked about that in the opening. There's some free Ether for you, potentially. It's a scam, guys. It's a scam. You heard it here first. Not really. You already knew that going in. Proof of weak hands, guys. Check it out. Learn all about it. They even have their own Reddit. So, okay, Bitcoin private, guys. This one is very important. Listen closely. If you have Bitcoin or Z Classic, if you have one of those two coins, they actually have a fork coming up where they're going to combine those two blockchains, essentially. It's very fascinating. They're going to take snapshots of both. It's happening in about a day and a half. So you're going to need to get your Bitcoin into a wallet, not an exchange. You must get it off the exchange. You must get it off Coinbase. Even if an exchange is telling you, hey, we're going to take care of you, don't trust them to take care of you. It could take days, weeks, months, years, complications. The best practice here, go create a brand new wallet. Brand new. The best way to do that is Electrium. It's a fantastic little wallet. Let's see if I can find it for you here. Electrium Bitcoin wallet. Electrum.org, right here. This is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to download right here. And this is a fantastic little wallet. It has a bunch of cool little features. And with a couple clicks of a button, you can create multiple wallets. So you can have multiple addresses all in one spot, all with individual seeds and passwords, so that you can create a unique wallet just for this event. And now you're going to want to do that because in order to obtain your Bitcoin private, you're going to have to give up your seed. And you don't want someone to just, be able to hack the wallet that you use all the time. So put your Bitcoin in there, let it sit there until they take the snapshot, remove your Bitcoin. Remove it. That's the most important thing. Then Bitcoin private will provide you the instructions to obtain your new Bitcoin private. It's a new coin. It actually has a lot of potential. A lot of good people working on it. I'm still not the biggest fan of people kind of ripping the Bitcoin name. However, this one is pretty smart. It's really smart, okay? We're finally creating that divide. There's this belief system out there that, you know, Bitcoin is completely a privacy coin or something. It's not at all, okay? Bitcoin Private is going to start integrating those things that people think Bitcoin has, but it doesn't, at least the general normal public. So maybe it'll help clear that up. A lot of people ripping off the Bitcoin name to make a quick buck, but I actually, honestly, guys, kind of a fan of the project. It reminds me a lot of Zencash. I love Zencash. Love those guys. Shout out to the Zencash people. Those are some of the nicest people ever over in their Telegram. I've been hanging out there. Nice people on the Reddit. Love the Zencash team. I like Zcash. I like Coin. All these privacy coins. Awesome stuff. I also really like POWH Coin and what they're working on. I really, really hope that works out in the long run. Pretty cool technology. Learn about private coins if you're not familiar, but get your hands on these. They're free, guys. They're free. Now you can put your Z Classic in a wallet as well. Most people who listen to my channel, if you're smart, I mean, if you've been around long enough and you own Z Classic and all that, you already know what to do in this fork. Okay, I'm trying to help some people that don't. Majority of people watching this channel likely own some Bitcoin. Maybe you're holding a position in something you're not in love with. You might want to sell in the next 24 hours and get your Bitcoin and then get some of this Bitcoin private up in your stash. You know what I'm saying? Free money, free money. We've got quite a few people rolling in now. John Doe just showing up. Just went over a good BTC wallet for you. Make sure you go over to Electrum. Definitely check that out. Oh my gosh, my mom's here giving me hearts. That's disturbing. Okay, love you, Mom. All right, getting that watch time up. Make sure you like, Mom, and make sure you comment. And when you're done, I need you to binge watch all my videos for the next 3 days. That really helps my algorithm. Helps people find the channel. All right, all right. Goldman Sachs again. Going back to the race. We have an exchange race going on. Well, we have a traditional exchange race going on right here. Goldman Sachs has officially, through their startup called Circle. Circle's been around for a long time. If you've been in the crypto space, you're familiar with Circle. Back in the day, it's where people actually used to kind of buy their first Bitcoin. A lot of people did, you know, even before Coinbase, right? So way back in the day. And then they kind of got rid of it. Made a lot of people mad. They didn't allow cryptocurrency purchases anymore. That kind of made people upset. Well, now they've gone full circle, and now they're all in. They're buying Poloniex. It's hard for me to say, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Poloniex is one of the most popular exchanges. If you've been around this space at all, it's one of the biggest, most popular exchanges. You used to be able to do a lot of cool things on there. It was one of the few places where anyone could actually do margin trading. It was extremely smooth at times. Lots of controversy with them as well. You know, last year when it was about April, May, and through June, heavy volume. They couldn't handle the volume because the crypto space started exploding. The site started blowing up. They started getting backlogs of support tickets. I'll be honest, guys. What happened is these guys just got way over their heads. Way over their heads. Now, I won't sit here and pretend like what they did was like, you know, meaningless. Those guys, what they built on that exchange was at the time best in class. It was the place to go to do your cryptocurrency trading. They did an amazing job. But they just didn't know what to do with at that point. You know, they weren't able to get, well, one, I don't think you could forecast the adoption rate, right, of last year, and they struggled a lot, couldn't get all the servers up and keep everything smooth. Site was crashing often, people calling it a scam, lots of bad press, a lot of backlogs. The first thing Goldman Sachs basically came out and said, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to respond to everyone's tickets as fast as possible. So that's good news. So if you're out there waiting for a ticket from a year ago to get responded to, you're about to get some help. They are going to make a very strong play to try to correct their past sins and try to use that brand name to start building again within this space. Now, this is the most important thing, though. Forget everything that you guys just heard. Let's get to the real point of what this really means, okay? You must lock this in your memory and lock it in super tight. Goldman Sachs is no longer a credible source for FUD. There you go. You heard it here first, guys. Keep in mind that going forward, when you guys see all of these anti-crypto posts and etc., if there is one from Goldman Sachs, it is going to be very clearly not what they truly believe. Money speaks louder than anything, okay? These articles that they're going to be putting out over the next year about crypto, I can't wait. I'm going to read them all. I'm going to read every single one I can get my hands on because I believe Goldman Sachs is making these plays. They're trying to do it through their subsidiaries, right? They're trying to, they're trying to be careful. And I think that's to not scare everyone, right? They're traditional banking investors. Makes sense, right? You don't want to make those guys mad. That's a lot of money right there. You don't want, your billionaires switching banks. Not good. So smart move, but I'm extremely interested to see what they're going to be saying publicly going forward. So I think this is one of the biggest pieces of news. I think that if you're not paying attention, this one might have slipped by you today. And this is, in my opinion, one of the most exciting things that I got to learn about today. I know a lot of people covering it today in the news because it's a pretty big deal. But, lock it in your brains, guys. Goldman Sachs is in the game. Money in the game and big time. I think it was about $400 million they bought out the exchange. That's a pretty sweet deal on top of all the money that they've already made, taking all those crypto fees. So good for those guys. Congratulations to the team over there, cashing out, moving on. Maybe you're still working for them. If that's the case, well, you're probably still sitting pretty. Congratulations. Okay, so that's what I had for you today, guys. I just kind of wanted to give you my 2 cents on that and answer any questions. We got any questions up in here? No questions. Well, I'm here to bash Ripple. John Doe. I like the knife emoji. I've not seen that one. I don't blame anyone. Everyone has a coin they like and a coin they don't like. Let's see. ICX, Neo, ADA. Neo passed Cardano today, if I remember right. It was a pretty big deal. I remember a lot of people freaking out about it. 16% movement. I did not actually see any news as to why the massive double-digit increase. But if you guys paid attention, you saw Litecoin do the same recently, that massive double-digit increase. It sure seems like there's some big money moving into these very carefully, one at a time. If you've been paying attention the last week or two, you've actually seen that. You've seen these top 20 coins. Every once in a while, one's just, boom, 20%, boom, 20%. Be mindful of these things. Pay attention. It's not normal. If you've been around the space for a long time, this type of day, even today, I remember I sat down and I was like, got to get ready for a video. Let's take a look at the markets. And I said, wow, look at this. I'm scrolling down and we have, look at this. We go from mixed green and red to double-digit greens here, and it's just all over the place, and it's very different. Today is a very sideways day, very unique day. Here's a new one, CryptoNext. Anyone check out CryptoNext up 50% today? Let me know if you know anything about it. Looks like it took a dump and went straight back up. Maybe that's a pump and dump. Let me know if you know anything about it, and leave a comment below as well for the other viewers if you know anything about it. But look at this, as we move down, still just a ton of red, very back and forth. So today's a very unique day, but I just got to say, keep an eye on that Bitcoin price, guys. Again, the resistance line is about 9,400, 9,200 range. If we drop below 9,000, no bueno. At least that's what the technical charts will say. I'm not giving any investing advice. I'm only giving you that's actually pretty good consensus. If you go on different websites and look at other people's technical analysis, they're all basically saying about the same, but there's a lot of support. People are still very bullish. If you look at what you could have bought Bitcoin for even just a few months ago, you're doing very well. So congratulations to everyone that bought a few months ago. All right, LTC is chilling like a boss. LTC, I love Litecoin. You know, there's something going on. There's a lot of underground hype. You guys have seen it everywhere. Tons of rumors about, you know, different merchants and payment processors and things like that. I think Litecoin this year is going to have a huge year. This year hasn't even started. It's only February. And I think that Litecoin is going to have a fantastic year. I do expect new highs, which would put it in the $500, $600 range at a minimum. At a minimum. I expect that on the next market cycle, and that's really what we're just sitting here waiting for, aren't we? We're waiting for that next big market cycle. That's why everyone's hoping that we can have this Bitcoin consolidation. All the weak hands are gone. All the strong hands are still here. Show me those strong hands if you're with me, guys. All right. So that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys coming by. You know, as always, I am the King of Do, and down below you will find the link to the Telegram where we keep the conversation going. We share links and news and ask questions. Last week we were helping a gentleman, you know, even with his mining rig, helping him figure out how to get started. We did some fantastic research on some coins that I've never heard of, and even coins we have heard of, just kind of digging out, you know, what's really going on here, what's the team up to, what changes are being made, etc. So make sure you join the Telegram. There's not a lot of us in there yet. It's a nice small community, and we all get to know each other really, really well. So if you enjoy checking out the channel, you'll probably really like Telegram if you haven't checked out the app before. I am a huge Reddit person. Many of you are, I'm sure. Telegram's kind of taken over my Reddit time. If you really like Reddit, you're going to find that Telegram is very, very similar in the way that it categorizes your interests, and that you can have conversations in an area where people actually know what they're talking about. And most cryptocurrency coins have a Telegram with a legitimate admin, like a community manager, and they will answer really hard questions for you. They will point you to the links that you need to get the answers you're looking for. Some of the nicest people in the world are in Telegram, helping people out of their goodness of their heart. Make sure you go check it out, all right? Thanks again to Turk for the donation. You, sir, are going on the King of Do Hall of Fame. I wish I had an air horn. You have made it. I will make sure to update down below. Thank you so much for that first super chat donation. Didn't even know that was really even set up to work. So thank you very much, sir. I will check out ICX wallet right away, and let you know what I think in the next video. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. Love that you guys came by. Love doing this channel for you guys. Love hanging out with you. This is the highlight of my evening, but I have a mining rig to go build. I do. I got more work to do. So time to get back to work. Time to get to the third job of the day, building rigs. All right. Appreciate you guys so much. Again, as always, I am the King of Do. May the force be with you.